Hey Connecticut, my name is Matthew Gardner. I'm a local stand-up comedian here in Dallas, Texas, and I so wish I was in the position that you guys are in right now. Y'all have the unique opportunity to elect Peter Schiff to be a senator for your state. And this is such a big deal. I've been following Peter Schiff for the last couple years, and I love this man. As early as 2006, he was predicting this economic collapse. He was on, Fox News, basically, and CSNBC and CNN talking about how artificially low interest rates are creating this huge housing bubble, and when this bubble bursts, it's going to be taking the banks down, and we're going to end up going into a recession. He didn't just predict that that was going to happen, he predicted what the government was going to do to try to quell this recession, and how that wasn't going to work. And it's just so funny when you watch these videos on YouTube when he's predicting verbatim, every single thing that was going to happen, and he was 100% accurate. But back then, every other economic forecaster, was like, well, this is wacko. Oh, what artificial lending standards are you talking about? Peter Schiff's way off. Houses are going to go up 10% a year for the next 10 years. Best thing you can do is invest in real estate. Best thing you can do is invest in the banks. As soon as AIG and these firms started dropping their stock price just a little bit, everyone was on MSNBC being like, oh, we all need to buy. Oh, it's so exciting. AIG's low. It's like $81 a share. And Peter Schiff's like, no, these are toxic investments. Do not, and he was 100% right. Now, the economy is the number one issue in this election. The other number one issue is getting more Republicans in the Senate and also the House, but getting more Republicans to be able to counter what this administration is trying to do and elect Republicans that have a chance at beating these Democratic contenders. In Connecticut, Blumenthal is killing Republicans as far as, I guess, early polling. And you have no stronger opposition to a Blumenthal having that Senate seat than Peter Schiff. For instance, Blumenthal can't be like, well, George Bush was the reason for this recession, because Peter Schiff doesn't only attack this administration, but during the Bush presidency, he was one of the strongest Republicans attacking the economic policies of George Bush and Ben Bernanke. So that ammunition Blumenthal does not have. I agree with you. George Bush was a serious problem, but what Obama is doing is taking the problems that George Bush had economically and increasing them 4 times, and he has all the statistics, and he's so good off the cuff to explain this information. Please vote for Peter Schiff. That's all. And you don't just blindly vote for the man. I mean, look at your other 2 candidates. Simmons and Mcmahon are in this fight right now. Crazy cat fight, and McMahon is attacking Simmons for voting to increase the federal debt limit, and Peter Schiff is against raising the debt limit, because if you do not raise the debt limit, that forces Washington to control spending. It forces them to. So if you're actually for controlling spending, then you have to vote to not increase that debt limit, because it's not like nothing is going to happen, and it's not like Washington's going to shut down, although that might be pretty sweet for a while. But what it does is it forces the administration to make cuts, and it forces them to start spending money from all this entitled bailout packages and money that they already have allocated. So any conservative, any Republican that votes to increase the debt limit should immediately not be a legitimate conservative. And Rob Simmons voted to increase the debt limit. Now, Linda McMahon, rightfully so, is attacking Simmons for voting to increase the debt limit. But when asked, hey, Linda McMahon, would you vote to increase the debt limit? And she's like, yeah, I will. All right, so you're going to attack somebody based on a position that you support. Peter Schiff is the only one of these Republicans running in the Senate in Connecticut who will not vote to raise the debt limit, who will force the government to control spending. And not only that, we're going to have a voice in the Senate, a national voice, to bring up these issues of Austrian economics, anti-Keynesianism, and just basically point out what is wrong with our economic policies. Please vote for Peter Schiff. Please research him. YouTube Peter Schiff and just start watching videos. It's honestly really entertaining. Hopefully like this video. Thanks, guys. Please vote for him, Connecticut. I will move there if you vote for him. And I'll do stand-up comedy at your clubs. I just watched that video and I just realized I wanted to add more at the end. I didn't really talk enough about Peter Schiff versus the other candidates. So let's talk about Linda Mcmahon. First off, she's 100% right when it comes to what Washington needs are more people that understand how to make a payroll and more people that are from private industry. Absolutely, I agree 100%. But basically, painting herself as the only one of the candidates that have that experience. Peter Schiff started his own company and now has over 100 employees in the state of Connecticut. But really what it comes down to is, does industry experience matter? What is more important, business experience, when it comes to dealing with the economic crisis and when it comes to our economy in its current state? Being the CEO of the... Being the CEO of the WWE, the legitimate business, but it's entertainment, that's fine, or being the CEO of an investment brokerage firm that has got everything right when it comes to the economy and have been making his predictions based on government's role in the system. If you want a free market, capitalist, conservative, Republican, you have to vote for Peter Schiff.